welcome back to your February Movement Challenge. We are on day 23. I'm Amanda and you're practicing with Liminal Space Yoga. For today's practice, we will be on the floor, so if you have a yoga mat and you would like to use it, that's excellent. We'll also be using some kind of yoga strap or band or belt or anything that you have handy and nearby. So we are going to start our practice laying down on our backs, so take your time getting there. Allow yourself to be comfortable in your body and what you're wearing, and bring that strap with you. Once you get down to the ground, go ahead and allow the body to rock and get comfortable. Maybe bring both knees into the chest for a moment and rock side to side. Start to notice your breath and allow it to deepen if that feels safe and okay in your body. And then we're just going to gently lower the feet down, keeping the knees bent, walking the feet out towards the edges, so moving the feet out so that we can drop the knees in and kind of hug them towards center. Allow your low back to arch naturally and just lay here for a moment. Hands can go on the low belly or on the hips or down to your sides. And you're really not doing anything except allowing the thigh bones to internally rotate, dropping the knees to center, keeping the feet grounded and starting to breathe a little bit deeper. Yesterday's practice was focused on movements we can do when everything is hurting, when we're dealing with chronic pain or just really, really sore from working out. And today's practice is similar in that we're just moving in ways that are helpful when we're feeling tight or stiff, or again, just working through chronic pain and soreness. So the breath is going to be key here. Big, deep breath in. And clear it out. Go ahead, walk the feet back together. Extend your left leg long down to the mat. And bring your right knee in towards your chest. You can interlace the fingers and hug it a little closer if you'd like. And then rather than really anchoring, a lot of times I tell people here to anchor your left leg down. Allow your left leg to relax here instead. Let your body be heavy, but you don't need to do any extra flexing of the muscles or anchoring. Remember, we're just breathing and focusing there. And holding the right knee with just the right hand now, we're just going to bring the knee wide back to center. So kind of take your time, letting the knee drift in and across. I like to bring my left hand to my left hip just to kind of stay anchored, since we are opening and closing the hip now and not just holding still. And bringing the right knee back to center, go ahead, bring your left knee up to meet it, squeezing both knees into the chest for a moment before dropping your right foot down, lengthening that right leg long down to the mat. And remember, we're not really anchoring it today. We're just allowing the muscles to be heavy and to relax. And we're also just noticing if the front of the right hip feels tight, that's just data we're collecting. And we're breathing slow and deep, noticing when spaces feel tight or sore, and breathing extra into any place that's hurting. Bringing the right hand to the right hip for the awareness of keeping the hip bones aligned and anchored. We're going to start to use the left hand just to gently bring the left leg wide, externally rotating, and then bringing it back through center, closing it up. Just a few times moving through an open and closed hip. Or maybe not even a closed hip, just open to neutral. Coming back to center and then bringing that right knee back up to meet the left, squeezing the thighs towards the chest. Maybe feeling the tailbone start to pick up off of the ground slightly. Take a big breath here into the back of your body. Feel it expand and then exhale. Let the feet drop. Keep your knees bent and go ahead and reach for your band or your strap. We're going to bring it to the bottom of the right foot and gently extend the right foot to the ceiling. That left leg can stay bent and on the floor, or it can be straight if that feels better, but see what feels better. If we want to do a little less, we're just going to keep it bent rather than having both legs straight. But the right leg is reaching straight into the air, and we're pressing the heel up, spreading the toes out wide. Good, and if you feel up for it, we're going to take this right leg wide and bring it back to center. So holding on with just the right hand, the left arm can come down to anchor you, kind of counterbalance. And it's going to be a breath in as you gently open the right leg wide. And an exhale as you guide it back up through center. Take your time, twice more. Breathing in, opening up. Breathing out, closing to center. And one more time, recognizing how you counterbalance with the left side as you breathe in and open. Exhale to center. And we're going to take it slightly past center, switching the strap into the left hand. And it's for the IT band. So we're keeping our right side rooted onto the ground. We're not doing a spinal twist. We're anchoring down with the right arm. The thighs are touching. And we're stretching out the outside of the right leg up to the hip, to the outsides of the glutes. Breathing the awareness into the space. Breathing out. Dialing that right leg back through center, bending the knee, unhooking the strap, and then we're going to take it to the left side, strap underneath the sole of the left foot as we kick it up towards the ceiling. Right knee is bent, right foot is planted. And we're flexing the toes, pressing the heel up, taking a big breath in. And a breath out. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then we're going to bring the right arm down to the side to counterbalance as we gently open through the left leg. And exhale, bring it back up through center. Inhaling to open the left side, counterbalancing with the right arm and right leg. Exhale, coming back through center. Just going your pace, as wide or as close in as you'd like. One more time, breathing, opening. And exhale, bringing it back to center. Switching the strap into the right hand for the IT band stretch. Left hand down to the ground to anchor us. Remember, the left side body is staying anchored. We're stretching out the outside of the left leg now. Bringing all our awareness there and our breath in. Breath out. Breath in. And out. Gently coming back through center, bending the left knee, unhooking the foot. I'd put your strap off to the side, and we're going to stretch the legs long. Reach the arms overhead. walk the feet together, point the toes, maybe grab the hands or the wrists, and then stretch as far as you can from the front of the room to the back of the room. Breathing in the length of your spine. And exhaling completely. Softening the arms down beside you. Bending the knees, walking the feet up. And then readjusting the spine, the lower back, so that it feels good. Feet going as wide as it feels good. Arms can come out to a T. And we're going to slide the hips over to the left side of our mat. And then drop the knees over to the right side. So we can stack the knees here. The palms are going to be flipped up. The arms are wide open, as long as that feels good. And then maybe once or twice we can play around with kind of opening and closing the book here. Unless this feels perfectly fine to you and you just want to stay, we're going to take a breath in, allow the chest to expand. And as we exhale, we're going to pick that left arm up and close like an alligator mouth, right hand and left hand together. Inhale, slowly open it back up. Looking off to the left. Exhale, closing it up. So we are following the left hand with our eyes, with our head and neck. One more time. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. Inhale, coming back through center, so opening the arm, walking the feet to center with the knees bent, readjusting, sliding our body over to the right side this time, dropping and stacking our knees to the left. Arms are still open in a T, palms are flipped up. We're making sure we feel good in the body before we move and make it dynamic. Otherwise, we can just stay where we are. So take a big breath here, let it expand across the chest. And as you exhale, we're picking that right arm up, closing it over to the left hand. Inhale, opening, following with the gaze. Exhale, closing the book. Inhale, open. Last time, exhale, close. And as we inhale, open up one more time, we're bringing the knees through center, finding our feet, sliding our body back through the middle. And then we're going to bring both knees in, feet up, reaching for the outer edges of our feet for happy baby pose. So the pinky toe edge of the foot. And then once we have our feet in our hands, we're working to anchor down the SI joint, the lower back, the lumbar vertebrae, and we're lengthening through the back of the neck. So gently bringing the chin down towards the chest and just feeling our whole spine elongate. Taking a few breaths into this shape, happy baby. Maybe exhaling through the mouth, if that feels good for you. And you can be still, or maybe you want to rock the body a little bit side to side. But I do invite you to elongate the spine, lengthen it out, and really breathe into the length of your spine here. Grounding down and into this bit of an inversion, just meaning that the feet are above the heart. And if you haven't started rocking yet and you want to rock a little bit side to side, notice how the floor literally does the work for you of massaging your low back. And if it's too intense or if you're ready to let the feet go ahead and just draw the knees into the chest, hands to the knees, and continue rocking side to side. You're doing really great today, and I hope that your pain is lessening by the moment. Whenever you're ready, let your knees come down, roll over to your right side, and take your time here, pressing yourself up to a comfortable, easy seat. So a seat that feels good for you today. Just kind of wiggle back down into your bones, into your existence. So we're going to bring our hands to our hip bones and just do a couple pelvic circles. So thinking about just turning the pelvis in a right direction circle, and moving the bones around, utilizing the muscles so that you are tracing a circle beneath you. So a couple times, 2, maybe 3, and just notice if your back feels stiff or if one side is more stiff than the other. And then when you are ready, switch the direction of that pelvic circle. And one side might feel a little bit wonky. It might feel a little bit challenging to full circle direction that's not as comfortable, or might be a little bit more stiff or stuck. Good, and then we're going to bring the hands to the knees and then once again switch directions, but we're going to move the whole body forward, the whole torso, holding on to the knees as we go back, and then bending the elbows as we lean in. And these circles can be as big or as small as you would like. Take all the time you need. Next time you come through center, let yourself switch directions. Are you breathing? Keep breathing for me, for you. Good, last circle. And back up to top, and then just getting in a couple wiggles at the top, breathing in, pressing down, sitting tall. And exhale, left hand to the right knee, taking a little bit of a twist here. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears, right hand's coming behind you like a second spine. Take a breath in. And a breath out as you look out of the corners of your eyes, back over that right shoulder. Inhale, slowly untwisting, lifting the arms, coming through center. Slowly exhaling, landing the right hand on the left knee, the left hand behind you like a second spine. As you exhale, twist and begin to look back, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Another breath here. Tall spine, exhaling, looking out of the very corners of your eyes, all the way behind you. Inhale, come back through center, arms through center, reach them up. And exhale, hands to heart center, allowing the eyes to close, bowing forward, bowing to yourself in gratitude of this practice, to honor all your aches and pains and the days that you don't feel like moving, the days that you're hurting, the days that you are really chronic pain warrioring. I see you. I honor you. I hope today's practice felt good for you. And I'm looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow.